Disney and Lucasfilm, just when you thought they couldn't sink any lower, here we go again. This time, instead of going after the fans, they're going after YouTube creators. It wouldn't be the first time, and it certainly isn't going to be the last. But we start with a former employee who goes by the name of Knee Payne on YouTube. Knee Payne did reviews of cameras and other things, but no genres, a various channel, so to speak, with no clear direction, but was a former Disney employee, actually a former Lucasfilm employee who worked on the sequel trilogy and also on some shows on Disney Plus. However, recently, his channel obviously came under attack because after a video he put out a couple days ago being critical of the sequel trilogy and seeing the DEI and modern day politics that Disney was putting into their shows now, he spoke out on video. Now, his video was not overly angry. It was actually very concise and clear. He was watching episode 3 of The Acolyte and actually couldn't get through it after laughing through the lesbian witches doing their feminist chant dance and indoctrinating the two twins of the witches' coven. But nonetheless, he did speak out and talk about how George Lucas had kind of checked out by the time that he sold Star Wars, and that Dave Filoni was not really the heir apparent, nor is he the next George Lucas. Now, he mentioned that George Lucas was not the greatest storyteller, and we know that the original Star Wars trilogy, especially A New Hope, was saved in edit by Marshall Lucas and others. However, it was George's idea, it was George's story, and within the spirit of that story, they were able to cobble together one of the greatest films of all time. Albeit, it does have problems, not as many problems as Disney's Star Wars. Nonetheless, Knee Payne had a video that was critical of the recent changes and the recent direction that Disney is going with their modern audience and DEI initiatives. His video was actually very clear, very easy to see, and you could see how he did not like the direction they were going while he was an employee. As a matter of fact, during the sequel trilogy filming, when he was critical of the Rey character, he mentioned that his coworkers would get very angry with him. That sounds like the people that Disney are hiring these days and hiring 10 years ago. Now, fast forward to today. Echo Base Network, a wonderful channel that used to do just Star Wars content. Okay. Now they have started doing other content. They've branched out, they've grown their channel. A wonderful video today was put out by Echo Base Network, and they talked about this creator, Knee Payne, and this video. Knee Payne started to get some traction. I know that some creators reached out to him, large creators, trying to get him on live streams to talk about this stuff. Whether he got scared or not, whether he was contacted by Disney's lawyers, we do not know. I can't report that information, but we do know that Knee Payne's channel today basically went dark. All videos have been privated. There are no playlists. This is a person who has 2.2 thousand subscribers and over 254,000 views on their channel. By no means a large channel, but also by no means a small channel. Nonetheless, it seems that by his channel going dark today and everything going private, either someone from Disney reached out and threatened, maybe it was an NDA, disparaging remarks, no one's really sure. Nonetheless, his channel has gone dark. So it's only easy to come to the conclusion that something happened. Now, he may have gotten scared. He may have done this on his own because he started getting a lot of requests. This is a gentleman who maybe doesn't want a lot of attention, and that's understandable. And depending on what his position is now, what he does now, that's understandable too. But nonetheless, we can only assume that something happened, and it probably came from the entertainment business. Nonetheless, we also have an article from Inverse basically blaming the fans. The title of the article is "The Acolyte Isn't Ruining Star Wars, You Are." And once again, we find the shill media blaming the fans, taking up for the entertainment companies, especially Disney, because they don't want to lose their access. The access media does this time and time again. If a show comes out and it's filled with propaganda, Most people don't like it. As a matter of fact, the Acolyte season 1, the only season, mind you, is at a 15% audience score. 15%. That means 85% of the people watching it do not like this show. It is absolutely abhorrent and pitiful. It ruins the Star Wars brand and once again uses DEI and modern audience practices to tell its story. Its showrunner, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant, Leslie Headland, is in charge of it. And she has told this story to be likening her relationship with her sister, and she wanted something between Kill Bill and Frozen. Well, I can tell you it's neither Kill Bill nor is it Frozen because both of those are actually really good movies. This is akin to Ishtar or even worse, a pile of steaming shit. Nonetheless, we have a new controversy brewing. We'll find out more. If I get more news, I'll report it to you. In the meantime, I am Pop Blender. If you like what you've heard, please share this video, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. If you don't like what you've heard, then I appreciate you listening so far, and I'll see you again on the next one.